please go ahead and download my free gift to you, my channel members, my channel audience. I'm so grateful for your presence here. I've written this report called The Earth War, Body and Mind, Heart and Soul. It's about the energies of the current lunar month, which goes from the new moon through November 22nd. So take a look at this. The energies of war are different than what you might think. What is it really about? There's some cool woo-woo stuff in here as well. I look at the asteroid Antarctica, I look at the asteroid Diesel, and we see what is going on with these energies. Hello, friends. How are you today? Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to talk about this white rod of light on the chart. It provides confirmation of, in my view, of what I discussed in the video yesterday. If you haven't seen that one, that's integral to this, and it's only about 8 minutes from November 5th, 2022. But basically, I'm going to explain and show you on the chart. But yesterday I asserted, and I wondered that whether the technological effect, well, I asserted that the technological effect was turned on before the election, and visibly, because it seems to occur at different levels at times. And number one. And number two, I wondered whether it was related to some kind of monitoring. So let's explore this concept by digging into the chart. Now, I want to show you really quick what we're talking about. When I saw this right here on today's chart, I started laughing. And the reason I started laughing was it was immediate confirmation for me, because look at this chart from the last major election. And what do you see smack in the middle? The same thing. It just is so funny to me. It was just like, you know, when you put something out to the universe and then you hear an echo back that you weren't expecting. That's what I felt. So this is this election here for the state. And as you can see, the technological effect was extremely on. I guess we will see what happens this year. All right, now look at this. Okay, here's the chart from yesterday, totally blue. And here's the chart for today. Bam. And I just looked at that and I thought, wow, this rod of white light this morning came at 1700 hours, which I thought was really interesting for confirmation. And then look at this. Okay, let's just quickly, I'm going to show you a couple major things in the chart, in the black charts. The first is we're still getting some spikes above 25, 22. And as I said yesterday, for some specific reasons that I have talked about in the past, above that level to me shows confidence, courage, new experiences. And you can see here on the frequency chart that when that rod of white light came, we did get the dip in frequencies that we get when we, in my view, have an expanded energy, an energy with more expanded consciousness on the chart. It's interesting because the amplitudes are pretty moderate, but let me show you where they're strongest. 23 in white, red and green are low, but then we had 17 in yellow. So this is very interesting to me, and I'm going to tell you why, okay? But see, the white is always higher, almost always higher. It's very rare that the yellow is higher. But essentially, it backs up everything all the other resonances on the chart, in my view, backing up, meaning supports them with its strength. And I think that strength is like we said, an expanded presence, an expanded energy. Sometimes it even feels celestial or divine. But this is very interesting. Okay, I gotta show you this. The yellow amplitude, okay, the yellow resonance is, in my view, as I've said before, represents the astral the energies closest to the human body. But, and I haven't discussed this very much, but I periodically will say or write something on this, especially on my other blogs. The yellow, in my view, is the realm of advanced technologies and advanced energy technologies. In other words, that we can't necessarily see with our eyes, okay? And effects that are transmitted that we can't necessarily see with our eyes. And to have the peak of the amplitude just, I'm sure coincidentally, at the same level as the hour that it occurred, right? Because it occurred before, just before 17 and on 1700 hours, I think it was, here. Just after, well, actually it was kind of, it expands up at the top. So let's just say 1700 hours and a little beyond. But to see that duplicated here in the amplitudes, to me, okay, for me, I just take this as confirmation that we're looking at possibly some kind of advanced technology that we can't see. And why do I say we can't see it? Because this Schumann resonance, and look how you can see the technological effect even down here in the low levels. Okay, so this Schumann resonance is in a range of 0 to 40 hertz, and that's shown over here. 0 to 40 hertz is also the brain waves of humanity. And these main resonances, and there's 4 by color on this chart, they're floating in the air all around us. Okay, they go from the surface of the earth up until the top of the atmosphere. So that's what I'm saying, that the technology is a part of the astral. That is energy-based technology, frequency technology, vibrational effects. Unless we see a physical object shaking, we don't see it. And in my view, the fourth dimension, or the astral, also includes things like Wi-Fi, radio transmissions. Like, to me, that's what's included in this. Now, the actual frequencies of the technology may not be in this yellow range, okay? But the human perception of them is in this range, okay? Because if we are looking at this Schumann resonance as a map of human consciousness, then we're talking about the human experience expressed numerically and with data and image on the chart. And the qualities I'm just going to mention are low. Bottom line, there's nothing a lot to talk about there. This looks spiky, but it's all relative. You have to look at the numbers on the side, and it's pretty low. Now, Jessica on Choose Social sent me this, and I just have to expand this here so that you can see it too. Gosh, it looked... This right here, okay, if you use your expanded vision or extended vision to look at this, I saw it. She said it's either, I forget what she said, it's either a skull or a boy with 3D glasses. So here's what I did, okay? I focused right here, which looks like his nose, okay? And then, hold on, let me do this, okay? And then here, so here's the nose. Okay, I'm just going to walk you through this to help you see it if you don't already know how to do this. So here's the nose. This here is the line of his chin, and he's got a smile right there. I can see it so clearly in my lifted vision. And then here's the big 3D glasses, okay? So now I've got this highlighted. I'll make it a little bit bigger. So what you do is, like, when you're in the, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but when you're in doctors' offices, and especially years ago, they used to have all these different books, and a lot of times there would be books with all these colors put together, and the book invited the child to see if the child could see the shapes hidden in essentially what was like an impressionistic painting of colors, just all these dots of colors. And if you stared long enough, something happens where I call your vision lifts. And what that means, in my view, is your sense of perception shifts from the eye to the pineal gland, to like well, it's a lifted feeling. That's all I can explain. So anyway, see if you can see it, but I just kind of felt like, again, I just felt like this is confirmation when she sent that to me. I felt like it was confirmation because it's like this boy, you know, looking with 3D glasses, right? Looking with a different perception through the technological effect or into the technology, and he's laughing. He's laughing with us. We're sharing a secret of something that we can perceive that not many other people know about yet. Thank you for checking out this report. Feel free to send me feedback or information once you've checked it out. I'm sort of testing to see how people like it. So I hope you do.